Hey everyone, Ben here. I just thought I'd do a little video actually, try something new as a follow up to our Waking Up to Money radio show, Jamboree, that we had this morning and are having every Wednesday from now. It was a great discussion today, challenging one too. We were joined by David, who asked some great questions, really, about how actually to uncover what something is worth. Remember, the theme of today's show was about pricing a new high value product or service. And we spoke about the kind of importance of exploring these things with your clients and customers before you leap to conclusions about what you think it's worth. And David joined us because he was asking the great question, which is, how do I know? How can I get to it? How can I really understand what it's worth? What are some questions? What's some kind of practical examples of things I might ask or how I might explore to be able to understand? And I guess the thing that kind of wanted to say is, I think in part what David was asking for in the session today was a silver bullet. The kind of the magical question which reveals what your thing is worth, your product, your service is worth. But of course, the sad truth, the reality, of course, is there is no magic bullet. There is no single question or single set of questions which will help you kind of reveal what that is worth. What your product or service is worth, you will understand in dialogue, in conversation, by working together with the people who you are providing it for. And the role of questions, the role of conversation is really fundamental to that, is really, really key to that. If you take a coaching business, I know David, he shared in his example, they have a high value programs worth $15,000. Now, if you think about lots of coaches, lots of coaching businesses, lots of them sort of talk around, benefits of working less, being able to kind of work less, spend less time. Now, of course, this is something that lots of coaches talk about, but is also a really kind of great kind of route in. If I'm talking to somebody, a kind of prospect, a client or customer about my coaching services, and this idea of kind of working less, being able to maximize my time, my impact more is important. It's a great route in. It's a great conversation starter. So, okay, why do you want to work less? Now, remember, it might seem like sort of stupid, ridiculous questions, but often it is the stupid and ridiculous questions which reveal the most. Why do you want to work less? Well, I'm stressed. I'm kind of not sleeping properly. I take it out on the family, feel frustrated. Okay, ouch. These things feel painful. They feel hard. I can understand why you want to work less. So just out of curiosity, what do you kind of earn now? Whatever the figure might be. Let's say, I earn $200,000. Okay, so what would it be worth to you if we were able to kind of help you work less, to sleep better, to be more kind of grounded, to be calmer around your family? If you're earning $200,000 a year, to enjoy the benefits of that, what's that worth? $10,000, $20,000? And the point around this dialogue is not to put an absolute number on things, an absolute figure on things. The point around this dialogue is to help the client understand what the kind of value, what the benefit of what you might do is, and also to start just kind of playing around with numbers that might equate. Again, it's not intended to be a literal thing, but it's intended to start getting the client to think about things from a numerical point of view, to think about things from a number point of view. Because it means when you come to talk to them about the value of the work that you provide, you can use that information to frame your options. You can use that information to control the comparisons about how the different ways that they might work with you. And that's really the goal with all of this. And it's true whether you're selling a kind of fixed price program of things or whether you're selling a one-to-one thing, which could be priced again, time and time and time again. You've got to establish the value of what you do before you talk to your client or customer about what the cost of it is. There's a really kind of just useful guide that comes from, the super old school sales literature. Your client or customer will only decide to buy your services when the cost of not doing it exceeds the cost of doing it. So if you're selling a coaching program for $15,000 or you're selling a coaching program for $6,000, or $600, whatever the figure might be, your client or customer will do it when the cost of not doing it exceeds that number. And your job in providing that service is to explore that, is to uncover it, because it's your job to get the client or customer to the place where they feel that they have to do it because the cost of not doing it exceeds the cost of doing it. And that's really what we're talking about and what we're getting to when we talk about the opportunity of using questions, using conversation to explore what the client or customer really, really wants. So yeah, that's kind of some more backstory of what we got into today. Thanks again to David. Thanks to all of you. You got any questions? If you've got anything you want to explore, hit reply. Let us know. We're really keen to hear from you so we can bring that into the next version of Waking Up to Money, which will be next Wednesday at 10:15. And look forward to catching up with you all then. Thank you.